And this final one that I'll be doing in this series is the Eachine's 3D X4. Something's unusual about this quadcopter as compared to all the others of the clones in that this one supposedly can fly upside down. I'm going to try my first attempt at it today. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. Now it's the turn of the Eachine 3D X4 quadcopter. Again, this looks like a Nano QX clone, a little bit better made actually than the other clones that I've seen so far. This one actually looks really well made, kind of sturdy too. The thing about this quadcopter than the others is it has a orientation mode, what they call it, where you can actually supposedly fly this upside down. I'm really curious to see if that's possible. We're going to try that today, but we're going to start off first to look at its maneuverability, just flying it around the field first before I go into that. Let's just go right into the flight. So let's plug it in, plug in the batteries. Now, one of the first things I want to do before I even take off is see what this quadcopter is going to do if I lose control of it or if it flies out of range of the transmitter. And what I'm going to do is first bind it with the transmitter. And what I like to do is grasp it on the bottom so I don't get my fingers stuck in the propellers, and then put it at the very lowest throttle possible. And then I turn off the transmitter and see what happens. The motors still seem to be running. They go slower and slower and slower, and then the motors die. So it runs for close to 10 seconds with the motors decreasing in throttle. I guess that's to lower the quadcopter to the ground, and eventually the throttles die on that. I actually would prefer if it would immediately drop, but this will fly on for about 10 seconds. Again, with the motors, let me try that again. Rebind it to the quadcopter. Or let me grasp it again. Giving it a little bit of throttle. Then turning off the transmitter. The motors are slowing, slowing, slowing. So again, it'll be bringing the quadcopter closer to the ground. I guess that's the objective, so you don't do a hard crash into the ground if you lose transmitter power. Let's see if I can just regain it by just turning on the transmitter and rebinding. And there we go. Okay, let's go out into the field with this quadcopter. First thing I want to do is do a hand toss of it. See if it could be hand launched. And at the same time, I want to go to 60% because we got a slight breeze here, so I can bring it back to me in this breeze. I'm not starting out in low mode. Okay, here we go. Hand tossing. It starts off upside down. Weird. It's flying upside down and backwards. Okay, I guess the way to get around that is, they say you press these two top buttons at the same time. So it'll either fly upside down when you hand toss it, or right itself, whichever it appears to be, it rights itself to whichever is the most convenient orientation at the time. Oh, that's how you do it. Until you hear a beep. You hold down both, you press the left button, the right button. It's upside down again now. Let's bring it in to show you this. See? It's flying upside down. They ain't kidding. It's kind of unusual. If you do this, folks, you need a big field because the controls reverse when it's upside down too. Okay, that's how you do it. Here we go, going back to normal. Interesting. Let's demonstrate that again. You press the left button first, then the right button, and it's ready to flip. Now it's upside down. So weird. Let's see if I can bring it back to normal orientation. Press the left button, then the right button, then flip it. And there it goes back to normal. Okay, let's try. We know it can fly upside. I don't know why it's beeping. There we go. Let's go to expert, 100%. I want to see how the maneuverability of this thing. Ooh, it's fast. Here's the funnels. Let's bring it in close. I'm going to 60%. Let's first try funnels at 60. That's funnels at 60. Okay, I'm at 100. That's 100% funnels. A little bit of a wobble, because I got a little breeze picking up here. When the breeze hits it, it starts to wobble a bit. Ooh, it makes right-hand funnels very fast. Let's bring that in and show you that. Oh, there goes my battery. And that's the flight time you get with it. So that's the first demonstration flight of the Eachine 3D X4. Interesting. You can fly normal or inverted. That's its big point. That's its selling point. Interesting that it can do that. I've never seen a quadcopter fly upside down before. This one can do it. But again, when you fly upside down, the controls, the yaw control, directional control reverses. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't recommend that for beginners to try that with this. You need to be an expert to do that. So this is Quadcopter 101. Hope you enjoyed the flight. First flight of the Eachine 3D X4. Quadcopter 101, signing out.